Hello, Professor Hagee here, and in this recording, I wanted to show you how to use a website called Getmarked Digitaliser. Um, I ran across this, or I found this site last school year, um, and how I happened to find this site is I had wondered if there was a way for me to take a document that I had and move it into a Google form without having to type it in or whatever. And so I did a little search and found this website. That's an IA website called uh, Getmarked Digitaliser, Digitaliser Getmarked. Um, and so I wanted to demonstrate how one of the ways that you could again put a document up into that site and then push it out of that site into other formats. Um, and let me well, okay. So let me go back here to let me go to the website. So this is my account, and I'm in my account. Um, there's a free version of the account, but you can only load up so many documents into that account. Now the paid version is not too bad. It's $40 a year to have access to that site. Except for the first time you access or first time you register, there is a licensing fee of $50 plus the $40. So for the first time, it costs you $90. But I found this site to be invaluable to me. And if you notice, you can see here some of the different formats that you can upload into the site, and then you can push it out into the other format. So it can be a doc, PDF file, from some things from Canvas and so on. Then you can also just upload a Google form, Microsoft Form, Kahoot, Quizzes, Bookit, and Gimkit, and so on. Now the the document I'm going to show you, go back to that document here. This is study questions, excuse me, that I made for my microbiology classes and my online classes here. And I use Google Forms or Google all the time. And so this is actually in a Google Doc. One of the things, if you have it in a Google Doc, you actually have to convert it into a Microsoft form. And now I had to go, since I'm on my laptop, I don't have Microsoft on it. So it does puts it into Pages, but Pages then has to be converted into a Microsoft Word document. So there's a little extra step to get this when if you type it in a Google form or Google Doc. Okay, so I've already done that. I've put it into Pages, and then I've exported it from Pages into Word, and I saved it in my cloud drive here. So let's go back to the site, and I'll show you how this works. So I'm going to browse, and here, this is the one I want. It's in the Google Word form. And so I open that up, and there it shows up right there. And then I'll hit submit. And then I'll get a message. Okay, it's converting it. It doesn't take that 20 minutes. It won't take that long. And now you can see it. You can see some lessons I've already have in here. But now it's converting it in or putting it into the Getmarked site. And I can go to, here's one that I've done. These are lessons that one of the things, let me back up here. So before you to have it seamlessly upload into Getmarked, your answers, you need to, this is going to be a short answer response once I push it into Google form. So I need to make sure that it knows the difference between a question and answer. So for documents, you need to type answer and then put your answer. And as you can see, I've done that for all those. I put answer, the question and then the answer. And you don't have to have it numbered. You can have it, but it doesn't affect it if you have the questions numbered. And you'll see that here in a second. So anyway, I had to do that. If it happens to be like a multiple choice question where you have your answer choices, then the correct answer just needs to be in bold, and then it'll push it up into Digitizer with no problems. All right, let's go back here. See, still converting there. So let me grab one. So these are ones that I to make push them in the GimKit. So first I made my questions, and then they're multiple choice questions, and then I highlighted my correct answer, and then uploaded it here. And so here's what once it's uploaded, then it'll have it have the question, and it'll have your answer choices, and then it'll already have the correct answer that you highlighted in bold on the document showing up as the right answer here. And then I changed my title headings, so you can remove the title headings, because when you first upload it, it'll have for a title heading, it'll have a little bit of the question as the title for each question. So I just removed the titles, and then I added my title choices to the Getmarked by creating a custom question title. Another thing while we're waiting for that to load, it is loaded. There's a help section here which will tell you, depending on the different formats you have your question and answers in, and how you need to treat those to upload them. And you can do matching questions as well. All right, so let's take a look. So this should have my study questions here. Okay, so then here's my study questions, and there's my answers, possible answers to those. Then now you notice here that there's the default heading. So I want to change that. And I just go ahead and click remove all titles. It'll remove the titles there. So now you see the titles are blank. And then I want to add a title. I'm just going to do lesson 10. And so I'll add my custom question title. So when you do that, if you want to have it number the questions that are on the digitizer, you need to put that bracket and letter N with your title. So I'm going to put 10, and then I'll do my bracket and capital N and bracket. Now you hit submit. Okay, yes, please do that. And there you go. It now is put in my custom title. And there's lesson 10, and then that's question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, and so on. Okay, so now I can push it out into a different format. So let's go back here. And if you go over to the right here and click on export, then it will give you the various learning management systems you get exported in, or the different types of games. Now you see some of them are grayed out. So the ones that are grayed out, you have to have a site license, like your school would have to have a site license to access those. So there's some things you can't, even with the paid version, you can't access, but it has all the ones I want. So I want to push that into a Google form. So I'll click on Google form, and then I've agreed to let them sign into Google there. And I'm going to use, which account am I using? I've got too many accounts. I guess only 2 listed. Where do I want that? I'm just going to put it in my LPS Alliance account. Okay, then continue. And then it'll export it. It'll export it here. and then it'll give you an option to go ahead and look at it right away. Let's go to Google Forms, take a look at it, find it in my Google Forms. So I got to get into the put it in the other account here. Okay, let me get over here. Yeah, let me find it here. Recent. Shows up on the shared with me here, I think. If I just in Drive here. Let me search for that. Sorry. Should have had that ready to go. Okay. Sorry about that. I go into my Drive. I gotta scroll down from there. Okay. And it's gonna be down here under getting the L's here. Should have lesson 10. Okay. I don't know where it went. Oh, it might be back in that. If it's in here. Okay. Well, now I'm not seeing where it went. Let me just open one of these up. Oh, I know what, I got to get into a Google form. Okay. Things just, just run really smoothly there, I see. Let's go back to Google Forms here. Let me just search here. See what shows up. There they are. Sorry about that. Okay, so here they are in the Google form finally. And there's the question, there's my answer. And what I do is after they go through an answer, then I'll publish out my answer so they can see that. What I do then is I actually add another where they have to type in their name, and I'll have settings for that to email. But so anyway, that's one way you could use that. And then again, I have multiple that I've pushed out. I've made, like, for example, this one I first uploaded here, then I pushed it out into GimKit and made a GimKit review game of that. So anyway, I've used that a ton this last year, and it's my school year, and I've got a bajillion things that I've pushed it out into and used it. So games and Google form tests and quizzes, and so on. So sorry about lengthening this video longer than it should have been, searching for where I had that document. So, but anyway, that's using Getmarked Digitaliser to convert documents from one form to another. And if you have any questions, just about that, I can talk more, just get a hold of me. All right, so I'm gonna stop share and go into video. I look a little scraggly there. I haven't shaved for a couple days. So it's summer, right? I'm actually sitting outside. You can probably hear the birds chirping. So anyway, more videos to come. I'm sure you're happy about that. Okay.